Hello everyone, I'm Steve from UCAN English Tutoring. In this video, I'm going to assess one of my students' letter and provide word-by-word feedback along with the expected score. Let's just start the assessment. So you have written on Dr. Tim Richards, 28 Acacia Avenue. Is it Avenue or Avenes? I think it must be Avenue.
Avenue.
Yeah, I think it must be Avenue. I'm pretty confident about that because there's there's nothing like Avenes. Let's see. You see this one? It's Avenue. If you don't know the expansion in the address section, it's good to write down exactly as you see. Okay, there's no harm. I'm pretty confident.
I thought in there one also we can expand.
It's Avenue. It's Avenue. No, if you need to expand it correctly, right? Do you understand? It's not Avenes. It's actually Avenue. Okay. Otherwise, it's better to write down as you see in the case notes. Okay, write it down. I mean, it's good to expand, but if you don't know, do not expand it incorrectly. Box Hill 3128, that's fine. 9 August 2008. Dear Dr. Richards, regarding Ms Cheryl Cook, date of birth 2 November 1970. Okay, that's good. All right, that's fine. I'm writing this letter to refer Ms. Cherryl Cook, a jazz singer who was diagnosed with the laryngitis. Your further evaluation and management would be highly appreciated. Good one. So the introduction paragraph is really good. I'm happy with that. Ms. Cook presented with an 18 days history of sore throat, dry cough, hoarseness, and voice loss. Okay. It's not an 18 days history, but it is an 18-day history. Okay. So it must be an 18 days history. That's wrong. Okay. It must be an 18-day history, because what we are writing here is to inform about the history. Okay. And the history is 18-day longer. So when you have to, there is another way. I'll tell you. There is another way you can write down history of 18 days. Here you can write down the plural now. Okay. But when you have to write it down together as one phrase, okay, one single noun, you have to write down like this: an 18-day history. Otherwise, a history of 18 days. Okay. So either of them is correct. If it is more than 10, the number, it's better to write down the number like this. Okay. I mean, you can simply mention like this. 18 days, but it's not a grammar mistake anyway. It's okay. It's still acceptable. It's not a grammar mistake. An 18-day history, or a history of 18 days. Okay. All right. Okay. History of sore throat, dry cough, hoarseness, and voice loss. Subsequently, her laryngoscopic examination revealed the presence of nodules in her vocal cord. Good. I'm happy with that. Thus, she was commenced on strepsils every 4th hourly and prednisone inhaler every 6th hourly, which required to be continued for next 7 days, and farmer if needed. Okay. All right. For next 7 days, no. For next 7 days, for the next 7 days, for the next week, for one more week. I think that's okay. For next 7 days is all right. Did they mention the same thing in their case notes, or did they mention
next?
Did they mention next 7 days? Can you change it to for one more week, which need to be
1 week, one more week?
Yeah, for 7 days. It's better to interpret as much as we can for one more week.
Okay.
That would be all right. Okay, which required to be continued. So you wanted to say that the inhaler needs to be continued for one more week. Am I correct?
Strepsils.
Strepsils.
Sorry. No. Inhaler for one more week and strepsils if needed.
And strepsils if needed. Okay. All right. Okay, that's fine then. Ms. Cook sings in loud busy bar. It's not in loud busy bar. If it is a place, you need to ask yourself whether it is a countable noun or not. Bar can be there, maybe one bar, there are two bars, there are three bars, and so on. So it should be in a loud busy bar. Okay, so you should have mentioned, instead of writing down loud busy bar, you should say in a loud and busy bar. Okay, because there are two adjectives, loud and busy, so you should place either a comma or and is more appropriate here.
Okay.
All right. And has concerned about her singing, but she is reluctant to leave her job. Okay, that's good. She smokes and consumes 30 unit of alcohol. No, it's not 30 unit, because 30 is a plural number. Okay, it's not a singular number. If it is
unit.
1 unit, then it is okay, yes. But if it is 30 unit, you need to use 30 units. It's not 30 unit. Remember that all the plural number needs to come with a plural noun only after them.
Okay.
Okay. Medically, she has a she has a recent history of upper respiratory tract infection and has hyperthyroidism since 2050, which is controlled with the thyroxine. Okay. She was advised to avoid the things as well as actions which has been, what is this, pressurized, isn't it?
Pressurized her. Yes.
Which pressurizes her throat, isn't it? Which has been pressurized is wrong, because it is going to be in the future as well, isn't it? So she was advised. Okay, so in this case it's wrong, because CE is not a verb, unfortunately. So she has been, so what did you mention? She was advised. Okay, let's say was advised is wrong, so you should say was advised. Yes is a verb, C is a noun. I have uploaded a video in relation to this one, advice versus advice. You can have a look at that to find out the correct spelling, to avoid the things as well as actions which could pressurize her throat, which could or which can. Okay, has been pressurized is wrong. Okay, so which has been pressurized is wrong, so you should say which could pressurize.
Okay.
Either you can use yes or is it, that's okay, both of them are correct, but it's not pressurized. And P, look at this P, the way you write down P, it doesn't look like a P, it looks like D. Which pressurize a throat and vocal cord. Vocal cord, okay, vocal doesn't need 2C. Look at the way it changes. It's only one C. All right, vocal cord. In addition, she was recommended with home remedies for soothing her throat and voice. Included. Is it included? What is that? Okay. She was recommended with the home remedies for soothing her throat and voice, included or including. Okay, I mean, what you could have done is, okay, the way you have written down this sentence is not up to the mark. You should have mentioned like this. Okay, in addition, home remedies. Okay. Including steam inhalation and humidification installation were recommended.
Humidifier installation at
home were recommended for soothing her throat and voice. That would have been much better. So the whole sentence needs to be written down. So in addition, home remedies including, and then you can write down steam inhalation and steam inhalation, including steam inhalation and humidification installation. Oh, humidifier, sorry. It's a humidifier. Okay, sorry. Humidifier installation at home were recommended to soothe her throat and voice.
Voice.
So write like this. This is how you need to write down the passive voice form. Okay.
Okay.
This is how you need to do that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So this one is wrong. It's not included anyway. So that's a mistake. So included. Should have been including. If I don't including, that's correct. Including
Okay.
STEM inclusion. But please note, immediate doctor's consultation was advised in case of pain or other problems. Okay, that's fine. In view of the above, it would be greatly appreciated if you could provide further assessment and treatment for Ms. Cook's current condition. That's okay. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Yours faithfully, the register is good. So you started your letter really very well, but slowly you started committing several grammatical mistakes. Okay, so that's not good. That's not good. All right, let's go through the things. Spelling mistakes should be avoided. Okay, that's an issue. Grammar could have been much better. All right, you should have avoided that. Use of nouns, verbs, prepositions, articles, punctuation marks could have been improved. Okay, some sentences are incomplete. Okay, and so number 3 is a recommendation. One is not a major mistake, but yeah, it's still. 5 is a major mistake, and then 6 is a major mistake as well. 7 is a major mistake. Okay, so all right, that's really bad. Connectivity is okay. Layout is perfect. I'm happy with the way that you have provided that. Presentation is all right as well. Okay, some sentences are incomplete and incorrect, so they need to be rectified. Okay, you should be able to do that. And what else? What else? Yeah, apart from that, yeah, it's okay. It's not that bad. All right, passive voice should have been used more effectively and correctly. And overall task fulfillment is okay. Let me see if you have included all the relevant case notes or not. Okay, so you are writing this letter of referral to Dr. Tim Richards, 28 Acacia Avenue, Box Hill 3128. Okay. All right, so that's a referral letter. Okay, 11 notes into sentences. All right, let's go here. So here, the writing test nurses. Okay, time allowed 40 minutes. All right, look at this. Cherryl Cook, date of birth 2/1/1970, admitted. That's all right. 9th August. Diagnosis laryngitis. Okay. Accompanied by husband in hospital. That's not needed. Suffering from hoarseness. That's needed. And you have already included that. 18 days. Smoker. 0.5 cigarette. Alcohol intake 30. History of upper respiratory infections. Hyperthyroid. That's important. So all these things are going to be in relation to this, isn't it? So laryngitis is a condition that occurs in a throat. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, no allergies, but suffers mild asthma, well controlled. No major attacks for 4 years. Okay, good. Social history, married to Christopher, 2 children aged 5 and 8, works as jazz singer and in loud, busy bar. Worried about possibility of not being able to keep singing. Important concerts next month. Did you mention these ones?
Which one?
The important concerts next month.
No.
You should have done that. And did you mention this one? She's worried about the possibility of not being able to sing.
Yeah, she is concerned about singing. I
Her singing
included
ability.
it.
Okay, okay. But you should have included this one because she has got some important concerts, events next month. You can write some significant events next month in the near future. So you can say so. And then these ones are okay. Found the vocal cord, polyps, nodules, given messages. That's fine. Corticosteroids, every 6 hours given hourly. Okay. Discharge plan patient to see ENT specialist regarding polyps. If any pain or problem in the future, to see a doctor immediately. But did you mention these one ENT specialist?
We are writing to ENT specialist.
ENT specialist. Okay. Patient to see. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. That's a ENT specialist only. Okay. Told to avoid smoking, alcohol, caffeine. These symptoms are covered to continue bringing on the next days. And the strip cells as needed. Stores completely. Avoid clearing throat. Avoid whispering. On upper respiratory infections. Work patient to do this. Drink plenty of fluid. Gargle salt water. But did you mention these things?
I did not mention each and every one, but
Yeah.
instead of that, I wrote pressurize the action and home remedies. I wrote like that.
Oh, okay, okay, all right, that's fine then. It's bottle hot water formulation it's 2 twice daily. Okay, that's all right. So all the relevant case notes were included, but I think this one she has got concerts next month, and that is why she is worried. Okay, so I think this could have included that she has got some events next month. I think yeah. So almost all the case notes were included except one. So it's not that bad. Okay. According to me, sounds like let me go through here. All right. So mistake number 1, and then 3 is a recommendation. That's all right. Okay. This one can definitely get you 300 out of 500. Okay, I mean you should be able to get at least a C+ grade. Well done. That is a requirement, isn't it? And you have already achieved 300 in your recent OET exam. Is that right, Anju?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Are you happy with this assessment?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.